Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to take a look at the Dark Trooper Build-A-Droid 2009, the Legacy Collection. If you guys have been watching The Mandalorian, they've definitely been hinting around to the idea of them creating the Dark Troopers. Now, we don't know that for sure, but we will definitely be finding out in the episodes coming up. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to take a look at one of the interesting figures in my collection, because how rare and how difficult this is kind of hard to get right now. You know, if you wanted it today, it was kind of pricey of its time. So let's go down with some information about this figure. This is a Phase 3 Dark Trooper figure. Was released in August of 2009 as a Walmart exclusive. The droid was not available individually carded. Can only be obtained by purchasing all 5 Walmart 2-packs, which contain the individual Dark Trooper pieces. At the time, each 2-pack costed about $18, which meant in order to get this Dark Trooper figure, it would cost about $90 total. Once you've assembled this figure, you can't help but notice how big it is. It stands a little over 5 inches, about 12.7 centimeters tall, and measures about 3.2 inches, or about 8.1 centimeters from the shoulders to the shoulders. It has to be the biggest Star Wars figure released in the basic lineup so far, even outdoing the Ephant Mon figure from the SAGA Collection. The 2 shoulder armor pieces, the jetpack, fit very well and plug firmly into the figure. The blaster fits also very well into both of the Dark Trooper's hands. So despite the figure's height and weight, it has no balancing problems. There are no holes in his feet, though, if you prefer a stand. The paint application is pretty basic, with only black and silver and some grayish colors, and a few red stripes on the blaster and on the jetpack on the figure. However, it's cleanly applied and makes a good impression. The Dark Trooper is super articulated with 14 joints, including a ball-jointed waist. This should enable you to position the droid in whatever battle position you want him to be in. The overall aesthetics transferred nicely into this figure, and the ball joints don't look bulky or out of place. All in all, the Dark Trooper figure is pretty impressive. It is a super articulated, it's huge, but unfortunately expensive for a single star figure. So army building these things would be very difficult and very pricey, even back in 2009. For a size comparison for this figure, here he is with everybody's favorite Stormtrooper, the Rogue One Stormtrooper. As you can see, the height and size difference between them. Those are pretty, yeah, it's a pretty tall figure. Definitely a menacing foe for any Rebel or Jedi in your collection. He even, let's take a look at, just for other comparison, because Destro is kind of a taller figure, if you noticed here, for a Stormtrooper. But he even cowers in presence of this massive Dark Trooper. Very nice, very cool figure. It would be awesome to have a squad of these guys, but fortunately for me, I only have one. Let me down in the comments if you guys have this figure, or if you have multiple of this figure, or if you actually are in the hunt for them. But I don't even want to guess what third market prices would be for something like this for now. But one of the also reasons I'm making this video is because if you are in the market for Dark Troopers, don't wait much longer, because if these things blow up because of The Mandalorian, they put this, characters on it for a reason. That's to sell toys. So not only if any upcoming characters, if there is any, will be hard to find, but the older ones will be in high demand also, which will ultimately jack up the price. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. First of all, let's take a look at his gun. This gun is quite large. It is done in a flat black. It has a silver here and some red on the back of the stock of the gun, a blaster that we're going to call it. Both sides mirror the other side. Here's the top of the gun. He does have a handle. And like I said, it does fit both hands very nicely. Here's the figure. This thing is heavy. Going to do some of the articulation. The head, it just spins 360 all the way around. There's no up or down on it. The shoulder pads here are flexible. His arms to go up that much because of the shoulder pads, and it will flex with the arms just a bit, but that's it right there. Figure's arms will go, do not raise, I believe, because I cannot get it to move, and I'm pretty sure they do. If you take off the shoulder pads, you can get it up that far. This has been a while since I've had touched this figure. It's been in my collection for a long time. I haven't touched it for years. So let's see if I can get this armor back on. I took it off. Probably shouldn't have. Just hang out 1 second for me, guys. Okay, got it back on. And so those shoulder pads are removable. You can get not 90, but almost 90 on those. On his waist here, he has a silver, like silverish, grayish little thrusters that are. Let's take this backpack off. So here, let's take a look at this backpack first. Here's a backpack here. It has the Imperial logo here. Some red on the backpack, a little red there. This is removable. It's just on a little square slide here. Here's the inside of the backpack. It is hollow, unfortunately. For a $90 figure, you think that would be hollow, right? But these little thrusters kind of move a tad bit, not a whole lot. Sure they're supposed to move, but you can see them better without the backpack on. Maybe for jumping, like a jump trooper feature. You can see his backside there has a silver paint. And his legs have some very nice detailing there. Some inner wires. If those were painted like maybe different colors, that'd been really cool. Some very nice sculpt work right there. Let's look at the other leg. And he does have bendable knees. They are not double jointed, and that's it. That's all you get. This figure is pretty bulky. But extremely awesome figure. It's like a juggernaut type Dark Trooper. Because she wouldn't need many of these guys. He can handle it. Probably many adversaries. He does have some articulation on his feet. They do pivot down. And he will turn 360 all around. But I'm not willing to articulate these things too much because of, the age of this and the rarity now. The other thing is his feet is kind of small. I thought his feet would be bigger for a character of this design. So he put his backpack back on. It just slips on. And it stays on very well. So here's his weapon. Now his weapon, because of this design here, you really ain't gonna get much more than, because when you pour up that much, it does hit his arm. Get this down. Same for this side. It's like a very devastating Dark Trooper. His legs, I'm sure if we did the leg articulation, but he does not sit very well. That's about all you're getting in an up position. There is no out. It can spread that much. Arms will go straight down. His wrist, 360 on the wrist. Yeah, both hands go 360. Very amazing looking figure. Just do a nice 360 of the figure so you guys can see the side of him. He does some silver there on his fingers. Looks like he has like some rings on. Just back of the figure. Very nice. Stands very well on his own. Okay, so I mean, we took a look at him with a Stormtrooper. So here is, the current Jedi Palace of Skywalker. That's kind of how he scales. You guys want to see him with a power droid. With a power droid. For comparisons, let's see what else I have here. I have one of the Target exclusive Disney droids here. That's how he compares to them. Very small compared to those guys. This might be a good comparison for you multi-line collectors. Let's take out Luke there for a second. And we'll bring in the Brute from the new Halo series. So he's about big as the Brute. Brute may be a tad bit taller because of that helmet. But so if you guys have the Brute figure, you can actually get an idea of what the size of this guy is. And here he is with Master Chief. So that's what those look like. I thought it'd be nice to take a look at flashback to a very nice figure, unique figure that I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. But I do think the Dark Troopers are probably going to blow up here probably in 2021. So if you guys are actually looking for these, good luck. I hope you guys get what you need for Christmas. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, I really appreciate you. Subscribe, like this video, share it. We're doing many reviews of unique items like this in my collection, and obviously new stuff that's being released as it comes in. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Thank you all you guys who have subscribed to my channel. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in the next one.